Can I borrow you again, please? So do this from the top, put this in the context. Let's turn this way. So do you see how I'm knocking the knees together here? If I'm able to go and do the pass directly, well, that's fine. So guys, understand I want you guys to understand the methodology behind this. I'm attacking here for the Americana only to go and create distraction, because do you see how I want to be able to feed my thumb and get this grip solid before he's able to get his hands inside. Now, sometimes you can get lucky and you can feed your thumb directly, but even if, can you grab onto the lapel and grab onto my hands, please? Yeah, you can put this hands in here. The thing is that with this particular choke, if I'm able to go and get everything else that I want, see how his hands actually choke him. You see, it's very, very powerful, okay? So there's some distinct advantages of that, but there's also some disadvantages as well, in the sense that you see how I can use my hand. See how my hand is on his leg. Now, I don't recommend this, and I'm going to talk about why in a moment, but you see how, look, my grip is relatively loose. Are you comfortable? Yeah, you see how I can still execute the choke, right? I can still do it with my hand here. Well, the problem is that, can you do it like you're stomping the mirror? So if can I have this hand, or my hand on your leg? Stomp, see how he kicks out, right? And then he can start to unwind the choke, right? Also, my grip's going to get tired. I'm basically doing this. I'm hooking with my wrist on a very thick object, right? So you see how there's not a lot of control. My wrist is going to get tired. And if this guy is tenacious, doesn't like to tap, I'm just going to burn out my arm. So do you see how I want to get in here, and then I want my elbow like this. Now do you see how if I was carrying firewood, it's carrying my biceps, right? I don't carry it down here. And that way, I'm just cradling it in within my elbow, like this. The key thing is to use my legs. I'm clamping them down, and you see how I'm squeezing and then I'm pulling him away. Since I have everybody's attention, let's work a counter. Okay, let's work a defense to this. When I'm here, you see how, when I was warning everybody to keep their elbow really close to the belly button, because sometimes the head just kind of pops off, right? Well, Ricardo, he's going to do that, right? It's called the chin-up escape, because do you see how he's just reaching up, he's just grabbing my arm. He can grab the material of my sleeve, or sometimes he can just dig and grab onto my elbow or my arm directly. You see how the escape, go ahead, pal? He's going to pull, it's like he's doing a chin-up. He is literally just pulling and popping his chin up and over my arm as if my arm is a bar. Okay, so that again, and he can do this at any particular stage. Even if I was here, maybe bugging this arm, feeding this through, as soon as he realizes, right, he can just reach it and he can grab onto it. Right? He doesn't have to necessarily wait until the very last moment. For the sake of the lesson, he is going to wait until I get into a stronger position. So I'll tell you when to go. Okay, pal, I have the lapel. I am pivoting my whole body so I'm able to go and reach and get the knee. As I fall back, now he's able to do this. But you see how as he does the chin-up escape, I'm going to let go of the lapel. See how he's giving me his arm. Now my shin is already in his rib cage. I'm going to keep that there. Look at my foot. Pops up and then over to his head. See, I'm using my elbow to control his wrist, as if my bicep and my forearm, the muscles of my bicep and my forearm, you see how it acts like a pair of pliers, and I'm clamping down on his wrist. That way I'm limiting the amount of control, or dexterity that he has. So I have a little bit more control. I still want his knee, squeezing my knees together, and then lifting my hips for the arm bar. All right? Now, there's a couple of key things behind this technique. Can I do this one more time, please? So I have the choke, pivoting up. I'll tell you when to go. Hold on. You see how as I fall back, I'm kind of on my shin, right? You see how my shin is underneath him. Now I can feel him escaping, or pardon me, I can even see it, right? So I let him do that. But as he does that, look at how I rock up. Here, look at my foot. See, it disappears from underneath him. And now he's right there. Now you think like, oh, that's crazy. He's gonna sit up, but not if I have his leg. He sit up. He can't sit up if I hold his leg close to my chest, squeezing my knees, controlling his elbow like a pair of pliers. Right? Brandon, can I borrow you, please? Here, talking for position, maybe push this across. Here, oh man, I got screwed up, I got trapped. Here, with his feet underneath my guard. So do you see how I'm being as heavy as I possibly can? Then my foot pivots up over top, windshield wiping over here, hit both of his shins, then I'm kicking up and over, impaling my knee down to the floor, coming all the way around. From here, do you see how I'm feeding his wrist to my hand. He's protecting this, thinking that I'm going for the Americana. I'm reaching and controlling his top lapel, feeding it to my thumb. Once I have my thumb controlling the jacket, I'm going to pivot up, controlling his knee. Now Randall is going to go and feel the attack, right? So he does the counter, right, which is the chin-up escape. As he does the chin-up escape, I can already feel this, but note how I'm keeping this knee. I'm going to bring my shoulder blades to the floor, look at my bottom foot, pops out. Already he gives me the arm bar because of the hand positioning that we have. Elbow clamping down to the wrist, squeezing the knee, bringing my hip up for the arm bar. Thank you, Randall. Let's try that, please, everybody.